I am TJ, joined by Diana. This is Bureau of Prisons Watchers for Thursday, June 11th, 2026.
Hey everyone. We have a lot to get into today, and honestly, none of it is going to make you feel great about how this system is being run.
No, it is not. But that is exactly why we do this show. Let us start with the big one, the OIG report.
Right, so the Office of Inspector General, that is the federal watchdog inside the Department of Justice, just dropped a report on the Bureau of Prisons.
Released May 28th, 2026. And it is not pretty. The OIG found that the Bureau of Prisons failed to properly implement First Step Act programs at its facilities.
Wait, failed? How exactly? Like they did not offer the programs at all, or they offered them badly?
Both, basically. The programs were either not available, not delivered consistently, or not tracked properly. And that matters because these are not optional extras.
These are programs people are legally entitled to participate in. Programs that directly affect when someone gets to go home.
Exactly. The First Step Act says if you complete approved programming, you earn time credits. Those credits can move you to a halfway house or home confinement early.
So if the Bureau of Prisons is not offering the programs, people cannot earn the credits. And if they cannot earn the credits, they stay locked up longer than they should.
That is the direct line. The OIG also released a companion semi-annual report to Congress covering October 2025 through March 2026. Congress is watching this too.
And for families listening, if your loved one has been trying to access programming and keeps hitting walls, this report is basically confirming what you already knew.
It is validation, but it is also frustrating because validation does not get anyone home sooner.
Right. So what can people actually do with this information?
Document everything. If a program was supposed to be offered and was not, that goes in your records. Attorneys can use OIG reports to support legal arguments.
And if you have an attorney, make sure they have seen this report. It came out May 28th. They may not have it yet.
Now let us talk about the money side of this, because it connects directly to the program failure story.
Oh, this one made me genuinely angry when I read it.
As of April 2026, the Bureau of Prisons has $16.8 million sitting unspent, money that was specifically appropriated for First Step Act programming.
$16.8 million, just sitting there, while people are waiting for programs that could get them home.
And here is the kicker. The OIG warns that if the Bureau of Prisons does not act, that money will likely be transferred away from First Step Act purposes entirely.
So Congress gave them the money, they did not use it, and now it might just disappear from the program altogether.
That is what the OIG is saying. The money is at risk of reallocation. Use it or lose it, and so far they are choosing to lose it.
And families are supposed to just accept that? Their loved ones cannot access programs because the Bureau of Prisons will not spend the money Congress already gave them?
That is the situation as it stands right now. This is why oversight matters. This is why reports like this need public attention.
Please share this episode. Seriously. Because this is not abstract policy. This is real people sitting in federal prisons waiting for programs that should already exist.
Before we continue, a quick word from our sponsor. If you or someone you love is dealing with a life insurance or annuity question, Policy Prepper is the resource you need. Plain English, no sales pressure, just real information at policyprepper.com.
Seriously, check it out, policyprepper.com. Now back to the news.
All right, story 3. And this one hits even harder because it is not just about programs not being offered. It is about people sitting in prison past the day they were legally supposed to leave.
This is documented. This is not speculation. The Bureau of Prisons has been holding people beyond their legal release dates because of miscalculations in earned time credits.
Years after the First Step Act passed in 2018. Years, and this is still happening.
How does that even happen? Like, what goes wrong in the calculation?
A few things. The credit system is genuinely complicated. You earn 10 days for every 30 days of programming if you are low risk, 15 days if you are minimum risk.
And the Bureau of Prisons has to calculate all of that correctly and apply it to the right release date, which apparently they are not always doing.
Congressional critics have documented this. Prisonology has reported on it. The errors are real and the consequences are that people lose days, weeks, sometimes longer.
That is someone missing their kid's birthday, someone not being there for a family emergency, time that cannot be given back.
And here is the legal angle that families need to understand. If you believe a release date is wrong, you do not just have to accept it.
Right. There are legal remedies. What are the options?
You can file a grievance internally through the Bureau of Prisons administrative remedy process. You can also pursue a habeas corpus petition in federal court.
Which is essentially asking a federal judge to review whether the detention is lawful. And if the credits were miscalculated, that is a real argument.
Now, there is a Fourth Circuit ruling from November 2025 that families should know about. It is important, and it is a warning.
The Fourth Circuit is a federal appeals court. It covers Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, and West Virginia.
The court ruled that if any part of your sentence involves a disqualifying offense, you cannot separate that out and claim credits for the rest. The whole sentence is disqualified.
So if someone got convicted on multiple counts, and even one count is on the disqualifying list, none of the sentence qualifies for earned time credits.
That is the ruling, and it is a hard one. If you are in the Fourth Circuit and you have a combined sentence, talk to your attorney about whether this applies to you.
Because the answer could completely change your timeline. This is not something to figure out on your own.
All right, fourth story, and this one has been affecting families for over a year now. Halfway house placement.
The 60-day cap? I still cannot believe this is real.
Effective April 21st, 2025, the Bureau of Prisons issued a directive capping pre-release halfway house placement at 60 days for most inmates.
Before that, the Second Chance Act allowed the Bureau of Prisons to place eligible people in a halfway house for up to 12 months before their release date.
12 months down to 60 days. That is not a trim. That is a near total elimination of what the halfway house transition was supposed to provide.
And the whole point of a halfway house is re-entry, getting a job, reconnecting with family, building stability before you are fully out.
60 days is not enough time to do any of that meaningfully. It takes that long just to get an ID, open a bank account, and find a place to live.
So what does this mean for someone who is currently inside and approaching their release date?
It means you need to start planning earlier and harder than ever. Do not wait for the Bureau of Prisons to hand you a plan. Make your own.
Connect with family now. Line up housing. Look into reentry programs in your area before you get there. The 60-day window will go fast.
And for families, start making calls now. Some halfway houses have wait lists. Some communities have reentry nonprofits that can help bridge the gap.
The Bureau of Prisons cut the time, but families can fill some of that gap with preparation. It is not fair, but it is the reality right now.
There are also legal challenges to this directive in progress. It may not survive court scrutiny given what the Second Chance Act actually says.
So it is worth watching. If you have an attorney, ask them specifically about the 60-day cap and whether there is a challenge strategy for your loved one.
Let us do a quick rights reminder before we wrap up. This is the Know Your Rights section for anyone new to the show.
Yes, because everything we talked about today connects back to this.
If you are serving a federal sentence and your conviction is not on the disqualifying offenses list, you may qualify for FSA earned time credits.
Those credits can move you to a halfway house, home confinement, or supervised release earlier than your current projected date.
You earn 10 days of credit for every 30 days of eligible programming if your risk level is low, 15 days per 30 if you are minimum risk.
And you have to be participating in approved programs, which brings us right back to today's story. If those programs are not being offered, you cannot earn the credits.
So push for access to programming. Document when it is not available. Keep records of everything.
And please, get your credits calculated by someone who knows what they are doing. Do not just trust whatever number the Bureau of Prisons gives you.
If you need help calculating FSA credits, release dates, or RDAP timelines, visit FSA4U.com, the only calculator that actually gets it right. And if this show has been helpful, please subscribe and leave us a review. It helps families just like yours find us.
We do this because every day matters. If you're waiting for someone to come home or you are inside counting down, you are not forgotten. We will be back tomorrow.